A Kensington man has had a dream come true. His graphic novel, called Chiaroscuro, is being published by a major American comic book company. After 6 years of hard work, Troy Little is walking on air. Dave Sigsworth with the story.
Troy Little of Kensington has always been drawn to comic books. In the mid-1990s, he developed a comic book called Eclectic Cafe, loosely based on his friends. Placing those characters in different situations became increasingly difficult, so he created something new.
So Chiaroscuro eventually just kind of came to me over time as a development from what Eclectic Cafe had started to be. The characters became in no way related to my friends and stuff like that. I kind of took it independently from there and focused on one character. His name is Stephen Patch. He's a 20-something Gen X type of slacker character who claims to be an artist, but he actually has one canvas and it's blank, and he's not doing anything with it. So the term artist is very loosely held in that esteem. Eventually, as the story progresses, he finds himself pulled into, the odd case of mistaken identity, and an old friend brings him into the world of high art sort of thing, with big gala events and openings and such like that, where he comes across a benefactor, a patron of the arts, who offers him in sort of a Faustian way, not for a soul, but just to represent him as an artist and supplying him with all the means to be an artist. So that's the basis of the first book in the storyline. There's probably going to be about 3 more of the same size, so it's a work in progress at the moment.
Patch isn't your model citizen, and he finds his way into many strange situations.
He's living in an apartment he's sort of squatting in an apartment, apparently. It's got a ratty floral print chair in it, a collection of various beetles and insects living in his cheese whiz and such, and a blank canvas, and that's about it. So he's living in this apartment where there's sounds and noises, but as far as he can see, no other tenants that he's ever met. One day, he's a case of mistaken identity for this enigmatic character named Brian Miller. 2 stereotypical type of trench coat detective people show up at his door one day and beat the heck out of him, believing he's this other person. So that sort of gets wound up into the whole other world, that something else is going on that's bigger than him.
Little had some unfortunate luck with the mail system, but overall has had good luck with this project.
The online review from Dave Sim came through, and I'd gotten contacted by IDW. They said, "We'd like to see your book." And so I said back to them, "Well, I sent you a copy. Did you not get that?" And they're like, "Well, let me check." And about an hour later, he's like, "Nobody's seen your book." So I guess it didn't make it. They went out around Christmas time, so who knows, it could have got lost in the Christmas shuffle, or somebody got themselves a nice Christmas present at Canada Post, for all I know.
Yeah, really.
But regardless, it worked out that he stumbled across it anyways. And so I'd gotten a copy out to him pretty quickly once he showed interest, and it kind of spun off from there. I've had really good fortune with this project, actually, since the get-go. With 1 issue out and 1 issue half done back in 2000, I'd applied for what's called a Zurich grant. And that's a grant out of the United States that was put forth by Peter Laird, who's one half of the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's to help small press, self-published individuals like he was, just sort of get a foot in the door, It gives you some recognition and a few dollars for advertising and promotion and such.
What does the future hold for this motivated graphic novelist?
I'd like to be able to do it full-time, first off, so that I can actually produce the work in a reasonable amount of time. So a full-time career in comics is my ideal. I've got about 2 more books to go, and ultimately I'd like to collect them all into one huge volume when it's all done. Who knows? I mean, film adaptation might be nice. So, and I think it would lend well to it because I draw so much from film, and I think visually working in animation and television, that I think it would adapt itself well to film once it's complete.
The Confederation Center of the Arts in Charlottetown is holding a book launch on November 9th for Chiaroscuro. In Kensington, I'm Dave Sigsworth for Eastlink Magazine.